Hello. So this is for installing the Visual Studio IDE, and this will be for ITSC 1311 web design. So the first thing I am going to do is open up my web browser. And what I am going to do is type in Visual Studio Code. Now, just to make sure, there are two versions of Visual Studio Code. One is actually doesn't have the code in it. It is called Visual Studio. This is more of the community edition and it's more involved. The one that I am going to use, or the one that I recommend you use, is Visual Studio Code. So this one actually has a blue coloring and this one has a purple coloring. So just type in the whole word code, and that way you can make sure you're using the right one. So we'll go ahead and go to this website here. And make sure you select your operating system. I am going to use Windows 11, so I'm going to use this download. So I am going to use the user installer times 64. Okay, so it's automatically downloading. And when it finishes, you could actually open it from here and install it. If you miss this one, or if it disappears, you could also go to the folder explorer, which is right here, and go to your downloads folder, and it should be here as well. So let's go ahead and double click the exe file. And then of course you're going to accept the agreement. Click next. And then you don't need to change this. I am going to use the default location of where I'm installing Visual Studio Code. The only thing that I don't want is to install this on my OneDrive, so I don't see OneDrive here, which is good. I'll go ahead and call it Visual Studio Code, and make sure you create a desktop icon, and that will allow us to access it on our desktop. And then we also want to make sure we have this add to path also checked. And then we'll go ahead and install it. And let's go ahead and launch it. So I'm going to close this browser since we don't need it anymore. And now we could sign into it. So normally I would sign in with GitHub because I actually will use this Visual Studio Code with GitHub. If you don't feel comfortable using that, you could always skip it. So we'll go ahead and for now, we'll just skip without signing in. Here we can create a new file, especially if this is your first time, open a file. If you want to go through if this is your first time using Visual Studio Code, it doesn't hurt to go through this tutorial. So just click through it and it'll actually walk you through it. Yes, you can use AI with Copilot for free. This is part of being a student. You do have access to some of the free stuff. I usually discourage using AI only because it's going to help. It's kind of going to hurt you during your learning process. So as much as possible, try not using AI. All right. So anyway, I'm just going to go back here and also kind of notice we have our menus up here. I'm just going to go to New File. But there are some add-ins or extensions that I do suggest that you add into the Visual Studio Code. So see, if you could kind of see here, highlight this extension box and just kind of click on it. And it'll tell you some of the most popular installations that you should do. For our purposes, I mean, you could load these up, but I probably would not load it at this point unless you know what you're doing. All right, so we don't need a compiler. So if you took C++ and actually it's just kind of going out of our realm. Let's just kind of make this a little bit bigger. So what you could do in this search, because this is for web design, we're not going to use some of these other ones. If you have Visual Studio Code for a programming class and you have it installed, then you definitely will need some of these extensions. And if you're using the Purple Edition or Visual Studio, that's fine as well. So the first one you want to search on is Live Server. All right, so we're going to install this one. And if you ever have doubt if it's a new one, I kind of look at this 80 million users. So this is actually used quite a bit. So we'll trust the publishers and install it. Okay, the second one is called Prettier. And this is kind of a popular one as well. So let's see, Visual Studio Code for Java. Let's go with the Microsoft approved one. And if I need to come back, I mean, this one is for ESLint. Oh, actually, I think I do want that one as well. So let's go ahead and install this one. So this is for a well, this one actually integrates ESLint into JavaScript code. So let's go ahead and install this one. Again, this one is used by 51.4 million users. So this one will be pretty good. And this just makes reading our code a lot easier, just to let you know. And also it's certified by Microsoft, so we don't have to worry if it's, hopefully it doesn't have any malicious code inside of it. So the next one, and I'll give you a list of which ones you should install, is the HTML CSS support. So let's do this one, HTML CSS support. Next one we'll look at is JavaScript, and it kind of has that parentheses ES6 code snippets in, and this has 21 million users. We'll go ahead and install that, and let's do live share. So this one has 23 million, and it is actually, we don't want the deprecated one. We want this one. We'll go ahead and install that. And the last one is to do live preview. And this one has 13 million, and it's certified by Microsoft. So we'll go ahead and install that. And that should be good. All right. So we close these down. If you want to read through them, you're more than welcome. And again, I'm just going to close this walkthrough because I've been through it. However, you could do this and it'll actually help you choose your theme if you like it dark or light, or if you need to watch some tutorials, that will help you through. But anyway, so this was our new file that we created. And let me just close that up. So if you can't, sometimes when you open this up, it'll show you what you want to do. Otherwise, just come here and just say new file. Text file is fine. And the reason why is that I'll save this. If you kind of save this, it'll save as a text, but we're going to actually save this as a HTML file for our first one. So we could have our Explorer here. All right. And I'll go into this when we generate our first program, but this is just a good way to test it. I do have code here. And you could just copy that there. And you could kind of see the colored code that we have. So this is kind of something new here. And what happens is they change the IDEs up and some of the languages up. And that's why, so this download is for July 7th, 2026. So hopefully there aren't any changes in these download codes. All right, so anyway, I do want to save this. And then you could choose your folders. Let's see, let me change this in Alamo. We'll do web designs. Actually, I'll probably need to create a new folder. Let's just save it in module 1. Let's call this demo.html. So I'm saving this as an HTML file, all right? So it's not a text file. So once I do that, this is actually, if you kind of look up here, it's not saved as a text file anymore, all right? All right, so because they changed some of these add-ons and the way they work, I actually have to look it up because they actually, like I said, they do modify it. So it looks like if you click the run and debug here, and it's on this left side of your page. So if you click that, it should open up a web page. All right, so this is actually the web page that it opens. And this is what we just created. All right, so let's kind of move them side by side. So if you could kind of notice, we're saying welcome to my web page, and I'll go ahead and this is some of the stuff that we're going to learn. What it does have is some of these yellow and red boxes here. You do not type that in. And in my next session, I'll try to get rid of that. And only because sometimes when I have that in, students will get confused. And they'll type in like VT, body, and you don't type that VT in, and then they're trying to figure out how to put these boxes in, but you don't really type those boxes in. So I'm actually going to remove it. But the good thing about these boxes is that it is good to show you how to space. I actually had to look up for the server. And so if you wanted to run that, I mean, you're just going to click that up, and it's actually shows up in a different page in my Microsoft Edge, and it shows up again here. So it does pop up. So maybe we don't need that because when we run it, again, like I said, when we run it, it's just going to pop up here in Chrome. All right, so again, just click that, and then it should open up your Chrome browser. All right, and that's about it. So one of the things that I will show you is this, and this is the code that I created, and you can mess around with it, like welcome to your web page. You know, if you want to play around, just put your name there, my web page. I mean, I'm gonna go over this. This is just to make sure you have everything open. And what I did use is Open Server. And one of the extensions that I'm using so this is a list right here. All right, so this is just going to kind of some of the things I found helpful. But again, this was from last year, so some of these files could be outdated. But just kind of looking at the number of downloads, like we saw 25 million, it should actually be current. All right, so I will, if you want to look at this copy, this basically I will attach this with the video. All right, thank you for watching.